Helga from Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking. And today is another one for the easy supper ideas. I had a butternut squash I wanted to use up, I have some apples I wanted to use up, and I had a pork tenderloin I want to use up. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to throw them together quick with an apple butter topping on the pork. I made that apple butter and it goes great on everything. And of course apples and pork is a great pairing. And so are pears and pineapple, but anyhow, this will go really well with the roasted apples that go with it. And it's a one sheet deal. Pop it in the oven, turn it over like 10 minutes through, and let her finish. Easy. So I'll show you and we'll get to it. So there's my pork tenderloin and three apples that I cored, and I'm gonna wedge them. My butternut squash, but you can use sweet potatoes too. Some rosemary, some fresh garlic, my Montreal fresh ground seasoning, apple butter, Worcestershire sauce, and some olive oil. I'm going to take just a little bit of oil here and my Ziploc baggie and some of the Montreal fresh ground spice, that, and part of the rosemary, and a little of the garlic. It's actually quite a bit here. And I'm gonna put my butternut squash in here, and we're gonna give it a good toss to get it coated with the oil for baking on the sheet. That gets them all nicely coated and tossed, and then we'll put them on the sheet. Next I'm going to spray this quick with cooking spray, and I line the sheet foil because it keeps the mess at bay. I'm going to take the tenderloin, I just cut these off and about half-inch sections. And we're going to put our squash around. And this makes a nice colorful dish too. And I'm going to toss my apples in. And there it is, all ready to go in the oven. So I have the oven at 425, and I'm going to pop this in for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, I'm going to flip the meat and put the apple butter and Worcestershire sauce and seasonings on, and return it back in at a lower heat to finish. To make our sauce or glaze to go on our pork, I'm going to take some of my apple butter, which is really good stuff, a little bit more of the rosemary, little of the Worcestershire sauce, probably about a teaspoon, and a little bit more garlic. And I'm just gonna mix that together like this, and then we will just spread that on our tenderloins. And you can also use pork chops for this. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I'm just going to flip over my tenderloins here. And like I said, you can use pork chops for this as well. Partway tender. And now I'm just going to take the spread we made here and just spread a little bit on each one. And with the roasted apples, man, this is going to be so good. And I love roasted apples. And I don't want to waste any. So slather it all real good. Here we go. And I'm going to pop her back in, at least for another 10 minutes, or until this is tender. The pork's already got a good start. It doesn't take them long when they're boneless and you do it like this. If you're doing bone-in pork chops, always allow for an extra 10 to 15 minutes because it does take longer for bone-in than boneless. And she's out of the oven. Look how good that looks. And as you can see, stuff is very tender, falling apart. And the meat is done. You know what comes next, guys? Taste test. So you know what time it is, guys. Taste test time. Here's how it came out. Doesn't that look good? And you can see the apple butter pork tenderloin there. I mean, it's got the apple butter on it. How can it not be good already, right? Oh man. Grab some apple, some butternut squash. Oh man. This is really good. Nice thing about this is, like I said, you can use the pork tenderloin, you can use pork chops, and you can customize it to the amount of people that you want to feed. You know, I just did one tray here for our dinner, and I'll have some leftovers. But it's great for a weeknight meal if you have company. Just double it, throw in a couple trays, and you'll have enough to feed everybody, and they'll think you worked really hard and it tastes really good, and you didn't, which is my kind of entertaining. So that is my baked apple butter pork tenderloin with butternut squash and baked apples. Like I said, you can use sweet potatoes instead of the butternut squash. Probably some roast carrots in there would be good too. You know, you can customize it to suit yourself. But it's going to be one I think I'm going to throw in the weeknight wonders because it takes a very little prep time, and you throw it in the oven, forget about it for about 20-25 minutes, and you've got dinner. So, enjoy, eat up. If you liked what you saw, like, subscribe, and join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking.